What's good with y'all boys, man? It's Clip Ganger Don't Bang. I'm back tonight with another video. I know I didn't do my analysis on the Knicks and the Warriors games before this Wizards one that we played last night on Wednesday, I believe, Wednesday night. Yeah, guys, so basically I didn't cover those games because you did not want to hear what I had to say. I mean, it was just I wouldn't wish my worst enemy to be forced to sit in a chair and just watch rewinds of that game, or at least the first half for like 10 hours straight. I mean, I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy because we were not making any shots. We couldn't buy a bucket. I mean, in both games too, I mean, we're playing great defense. Which kept us in the games for the most part until things just, until we just delayed the inevitable and the Warriors just ran away with it. As for the Knicks game, I mean, it looked like we're about to come back towards the end, but those games weren't just really worth covering because nobody did much of anything. I mean, we showed good effort, of course, like we always do, but the offensive output just wasn't great. We just couldn't, nobody could find their shot. Yeah, I mean, it's hard to think of any outliers that had great games. I mean, Batum, he did all right last game, but it's not like anything to go home bragging about. He did fairly decent, but anyways, let's move on. So we picked it back up to, yesterday night versus the Wizards. It was pretty much a neck-to-neck battle the whole time. The Wizards, they'll get up like 7 or 8 points, and then we'd bring it back. And we did that pretty nice before the third quarter with Luke Kennard and stuff, getting the team back in it, getting the energy back up so the Wizards don't go up 10 points. And, we rallied back. And this was one of those games where, we had to make our shots. We played pretty solid defense. We're getting lots of blocks. Even Reggie was getting in on the block party too, man. It was just like a really great team effort. We're going to get into stats and studs and duds and stuff, team stats and stuff. Even our future opponents. I'm going to get into all that. But our top 3 leading scorers, Reggie, masterclass tonight. Marcus Morris, he had a masterclass himself. Luke Kennard, he played amazing. Those were our top 3 scorers. Luke dropped 19, Morris, I believe, 27, and Reggie, 31. Yeah, I mean, it was just great. Even Morris was getting in on the rebounds. This was just one of those games that we needed to win. And trust me, do I believe that we win this game at the beginning of the season? Probably not. This is probably a game that we're losing more towards the beginning of the season. But right now, the team's gelled pretty nicely. Despite the 2 losses before that were kind of horrendous, we still have won 7 of our last 10. 7-3 out of the last 10. That's not bad, considering we're missing 2 all-time great forwards and a borderline all-star in Norman Powell, championship glue guy. So, I mean, let's get into this, though. Enough stalling, let's get into this. So, starting point guard, Big Government, Action Jackson, Reggie Vision, Reginald Sean Jackson. This man, on the night he debuted his Reggie Bites, peanut butter and jelly Reggie Bites, on the night he debuted it, he had a masterclass. And if you actually want to see that, if you're curious on how they taste or how they look, go to my man Clip K74's channel, and he actually did a review on them. He got his hands on them, so check that out. And I mean, starting point guard Reggie, and we actually had a different starters this time. We had Amir Coffey out there, which was interesting. We didn't have Terrence Mann out starting, even though Terrence Mann got more minutes than Coffey. But it was just a little switch up. Maybe Ty Lue, he saw something. He wanted, if Coffee gets switched onto Kristaps like one of those last possessions, then because Coffee's a tall defender, and you saw that on the last possessions when he played that good defense. So, anyways, yeah, new starting lineup for the most part. I mean, Reggie, Batum, Morris, Zubac, they've all been out there starting for 90% of the year. But Coffee got his time in there today. But anyways, so Reggie Jackson, he played 40 minutes tonight. Just pure heart, you know what I mean? After 2 games where he played pretty bad, he came out, did his thing, 12 of 21, 5 of 9 from 3, 31 points. This man was just efficient as can be for Reggie standards, efficient as can be, 5 for 9. They just couldn't stop him. He was scoring on all 3 levels. Same with Morris, too. Reggie, he was making his, off the dribble threes, his floaters, crafty layups. He was just doing everything. Even on defense, too, he stepped up this year. We all know he stepped up playmaking with that 7 assists, 3 rebounds, but he even got a block, too. My man Reggie even got a pretty nice block. So, yeah, shout out to Reggie, man. One thing we can all say about him is that he never comes out and shorts you on effort. You know what I mean? Some days when he's slumping, like the last 2 games prior, it may look like his energy is not all the way there, but no. Reggie always gives his 100% effort. It's just that his game, his play style, he makes it look so easy that when he's not having a good game, it looks like he's just not there, like, mentally, you know what I mean? But no, that's just his play style, he makes it look so easy. Yeah, but Reggie, he's back. Big government, you feel me, handing out bailouts all year. Let's go to our starting shooting guard this game, Amir Coffee. He wasn't shooting well from the floor. He hasn't been shooting well lately, for the most part, but 7 points, 4 rebounds. He played solid defense, and the good thing about Amir Coffee is that he's one of those guys that, maybe say that he's not having his best night offensively. It doesn't matter to him. He's still going to run out, get back on defense, He's still going to hustle out there and do his thing. But, yeah, I mean, certain nights he just doesn't have it, but you got to, insert your dominance on the other end if you really want to win. And so down here, starting small forward, Marcus Morris Sr. came out, did his thing, really efficient, barely missed. 10 of 15, 3 of 4, 27 points. Was getting in on the rebounds, too. I thought he was going to get, like, a double-double this game because he got, like, 6-7 rebounds in the first half. Yeah, I mean, Morris, he was just out there just being a good leader, hitting his post fades, his threes, everything. And, comment down below if I'm tripping, but am I wrong for saying Marcus Morris is one of the more underrated shot creators from the power forward position? You know how he's a power forward / small forward, I guess. He's one of the most underrated role-playing shot creators that I've seen. I swear to God, because this man, his offensive bag is like the way he has the fadeaways and stuff and spot up. I mean, it's just he may not have as much driving ability, like just straight driving. We rarely see Marcus Morris like drive to the cup and take contested layups or whatever. He's more just shooting fadeaways and stuff, mid ranges. He has a really old school type game, but this man is just super underrated. He's just got so much in his bag. Like Morris, I mean, he's like a semi role player, but like because he still averages like 16 a game. But this man, oh my God, his bag is just as deep as some of these all-stars. And he low-key has been playing like one this year. So shout out to Morris, man. No more slander this way. I love this. Love this man. Love the energy he puts out there. His defense was slightly better this game too. Usually, for the most part this season, his defense has taken a slight hit because he has to output more on the offensive end. But hey, it's all good, man. As long as you're getting these buckets like tonight. Nick Batum, 33 minutes, 3 of 8, 2 of 6 from 3. He had a couple assists, 5 rebounds. I mean, when you look at the stat sheet, it may not look like he did too much, but this man, Nick Batum, on the defensive end, just getting amazing blocks, playing the passing lanes. This man was just all over the floor on defense, He just, Nick Batum was doing his thing. He hit that clutch shot too, man. That play was beautiful. Reggie set it up perfectly. Really nice dish to team man in the corner, and then another pass to wide open Batum. And watching that, I just already knew it was in. I didn't even gotta look. I knew it was in. But anyway, Zubac, starting center. 2 games prior, I mean, he played pretty bad, but tonight, first half, I mean, I thought he was gonna put up maybe 20 points this game the way he started the game. He was hitting his hook shots and stuff, but what's weird about Zubac is that he'll hit like the tough hook shots that you don't think he'll hit, but like the easy ones, like sometimes he can smoke them, which is something he can definitely work on. I mean, overall though, I mean, everyone's been saying his whole career, Zubac, he's got to step up his consistency, but we've seen him do that fairly pretty well this season. I mean, we're 7-3 of the last 10 games, and he's been averaging like a double-double his last 10 games, despite the 2 bad games prior to this. But, I mean, the second half, he was just he was missing some shots or whatever, some easy layups. But he it's not like he was a game wrecker this game. He did his part. Isaiah Hartenstein, let's get to the bench. Hart, 19 minutes, 4 points, 3 rebounds. He'll just, even when he doesn't put up big numbers offensively, he's just still a factor out there. And as you noticed, too, we had a pretty small rotation, 8 people. Only 8 people played today. We just had 2 guards come off the bench and a center, and then just kept it rotating that way. But Hartenstein, he did fairly solid despite, the box score may not look that great. Terrence Mann, this man almost a double-double. 9 points, 9 rebounds, 3 assists. He was just playing good defense. Another one of those guys, just great role players. Of course, Terrence Mann, he's still 25, and we've seen him put up some good numbers. But his offense the past couple games hasn't been the greatest, but he'll pick it back up because, like a week ago, he was going on a pretty nice stretch where he's putting up like 20 points or more. But now Terrence Mann, I mean, one of those guys just like coffee. You feel me? He's going to go out there and do his thing. He's vital in clutch time in that clutch lineup under 5 minutes to go. Terrence Mann just making the smart plays, hustling. Not much to say. Luke Kennard, 31 minutes, 19 points, 4 of 7 from the field. This man was just a sniper. This man played amazing tonight, doing his thing, Honestly, if Luke doesn't hit some of those shots, we're losing tonight. So Luke, he's definitely he stepped up this game, and those 19 points came in clutch because this man, that's why they call him Nuke Kennard. This man just dropping bombs. Feel me? So shout out to Luke. And then these advanced stats. So let's check the turnovers and stuff like that. As you can see, Hartenstein, 3 blocks. This man, he was just timing them so good. His instincts this game were just insane. Like the way he was timing these like layups and stuff at the rim was just crazy. We've seen him do it before, but tonight it was just like a little bit extra. You feel me? Terrence Mann, 2 blocks, like I said. Damn near a whole team besides Coffee got a block. It was a block party. We got 10 blocks this game. Everybody got in on the action. That's what I like to see, hustling. Damn near everybody got a steal too, except Batum and Kennard. It's just awesome. It was great to see. Turnovers, Reggie had 4, which we can live with. As long as it's not like 5 or more. Terrence Mann had a couple turnovers that he could clean up. Zubac can work on his hand still, but that's been his whole career. Um, but yeah, I mean, not too shabby, not too shabby. Who led us in plus minus? Terrence Mann, of course. He just does everything out there that doesn't show up on the stat sheet because he's not going to let his man score on him. And if they do, it's going to be a tough contested bucket. Our lowest plus minus is Nick Batum. And, I mean, his was -5. I mean, for that being our lowest, that means we just played some solid defense this game. -5 isn't even terrible. But, yeah, I mean, let me check these studs and duds. So, 3 studs. I'm going to have to give it to our 3 guys that lit it up. Morris, leading scorer. Actually, Reggie, leading scorer. Marcus Morris, he's going to be my second stud. And Luke Kennard, third stud. This one's easy. Harnstein could low-key be the third one. But with all those blocks and stuff. But I'm going to have to give it to Kennard because he played a vital role. And we probably don't win this game if he doesn't come out and ball like he does and shoot the lights out. Let me say this too. Next season, or this season, whenever PG and Kawhi come back, it's still kind of up in the air. We see Kawhi practicing, which gives us, some light at the end of the tunnel. But our spacing is going to be top tier, man. Ooh, there's so many lineups in my head that we can roll with. It's just so many good rotational, solid pieces. I know, like, during the playoffs, your rotation shortens up because you want your best guys out there for damn near 40 minutes a game. But, man, there's just so many possibilities. Shoot, we'll get into that in later videos, but damn, man, I'm really excited. It's looking bright for us in Clipper Nation. Let me point this out to Hardenstein plus 10. Amazing. You see our whole bench all in a plus. That's good. That's good. Now, let's get into these Wizards. We're going to briefly go over this. Kuzma, he had like a pretty mid game. He didn't do bad, though. Corey Kispert, he hit his threes. He's a fairly good spot-up shooter. You don't want to leave him open. Porzingis, 8 of 14. He played pretty good, but Reggie was definitely, getting the best of him. We're pretty familiar with Porzingis, too, after, the Maverick series, back-to-back years. I don't really get all the Porzingis hate. I know he's a stretch big, and he hasn't been shooting really good he hasn't been shooting good from 3 this year. But yeah, I'm not really a Porzingis hater like most people are. He's just like I don't know, he's just like a casual former all-star to me. Would I mind having him on the Clippers? In some scenarios maybe, but I mean, I feel like he doesn't really fit our culture. I mean, his body language at times and stuff, and he's kind of lackadaisical. But overall, not bad, and I think he can be a solid pickup for them once Bradley Beal comes back. And if Kispert and Kuzma keep, doing their thing. But yeah, anyways, Porzingis, solid game. Neto, he did pretty solid too. Everyone did pretty good for the Wizards, maybe except Ish Smith, Denny Avila. He didn't really do much of anything, 0 for 5. Hachimura had a great game, really efficient. He was just all over, getting to the rack and transition, just doing all types of stuff. KCP, first half, not that great. Second half, especially fourth quarter, he was hitting his shots. Yeah, I mean, KCP, we know what he does. He's a 3-and-D player. But Gafford, double-double. He's one of those just, like, athletic kind of guys. He's kind of like a Robert Williams. Gafford's one of those guys. I wouldn't mind Gafford on the Clippers, but because he has that energy. But, yeah. That's all I got to say. Hachimura, Porzingis did pretty good on the offensive end. Kuzma did all right. Let's get into these team stats. 50% from the floor for us. 50%. That's amazing. Everybody shot efficiently. The Wizards, they shot pretty good too, 47%. From 3, we shot 50%. Woo. Nice. This is why the past few seasons we've been in the top 5 shooting for three-pointers, man. Because when we get it going, because we're a ball penetration and kick-out offense. We kick it out, pass the ball around, drive in. Ball movement. Everyone's a shooter on our team, basically, except our centers. But, pretty good. 50%. Oh, my God. That's just great. Shout out to Luke, Reggie, Morris for that. Free throws, we made 100% of our free throws. Amazing. By the way, the Wizards shot 37% from 3, which is, about average, I guess. A little bit below average. Free throws, we made 100%, which is beautiful. The Wizards got 7 more free throws, but they only made 17 of 20. That's good, though. When we got to the line, we made it count. Because if we miss some of those free throws, maybe the game's in different circumstances, and, it could tip the game either way. So these free throws are clutch. Rebounds, we're tied at 41 apiece. From the rebounding end, we did a little bit better this game at rallying and getting tough rebounds. Assists, we had 21, they had 26. If you watch the game, though, you would think that we would have more assists. But, no, the Wizards, they're getting on transition, and that's where a lot of their buckets were in the fast break points, I feel like. Steals, we had 6, they had 10. We could definitely, not turn the ball over as much. That would be great, or give up as many steals. But blocks, so this is where we came in. This is what won us, part of it, big time won us the game. 10 blocks on the defensive end. That's just insane. A lot of it coming from our front court and back court. It's just amazing. We had 7 more blocks in them. That's just pure effort, grit and grind, About the same turnovers, 12-13. Like I said, too, they had more fast break points. I could see that just off watching the game. They had more points in the paint. That's one criticism I could make is our perimeter defense was solid, but we could definitely, not give up as much, driving lanes, especially in transition. We could definitely wall up a little bit better. Because Rui Hachimura was just getting in. Neto was just getting their, paint shots. But, the Wizards' largest lead, 10 points. They're up 10 points at one point. I believe it was, in the third quarter. But we came back and we made it a little bit close. Came with a nice run towards the end of the third. Let me mention, too, Boston, he didn't get any minutes tonight. That's unfortunate, but he was still supporting the team off the bench or whatever. The 2 games prior, we could have definitely used Boston more minutes. I feel like for teams like the Rockets, when Boston came out, you could see pretty much the veterans were letting them take the ball up court and encouraging them to get a shots up. But games like this, when Tyronn Lue, or even last game, when Tyronn Lue has him come out early, you could kind of tell he's a little bit more conservative and trying to let the other guys go and not trying to get his own shots. But towards the end of the game, in garbage time, he was letting it fly and doing his thing last game. But yeah, I wish BBJ got minutes, but it's all good, man. It's all good. Just keep working on your craft, and you're gonna get your shine. That's for sure. We all believe in you. Same with Preston and Scrub. The youth is a big proponent of the Clipper culture. So, yeah, just keep at it. You're going to get your minutes soon, trust me. But, yeah, only 8-man rotation this game. We could probably expand it and get maybe split minutes with BBJ and Amir, when Amir is struggling from the field like this, at least offensively. But Amir still did his thing, locking down on the defensive end when it mattered. So it's all good. But, yeah, let's get into his remaining schedule. Next game, Atlanta. Um, yeah, I mean Zubac. It's really gonna come down. He's gonna have to play good against Clint Capella and Onekwa Okongu. Um, really athletic, big, shorter guy, but um, he's really athletic. I feel like Hartenstein can get the best of him off the bench. Um, I haven't been keeping up with the Hawks too much, but um, I feel like maybe Amir Coffey or someone kind of lengthy can get on Trae Young, maybe even Terrence Mann or something. Yeah, I feel like we need someone lengthy to get on Trae Young. But I think it's a winnable game for sure. They have a lot of talent, but we're going to have to come out and play pretty good. The Pistons, they've been playing better recently. They've been in decent form. Cade Cunningham, Bagley, Sadiq Bey, Isaiah Stewart. They got a nice young pieces down there. I like what they're doing. If they, depending where they draft this season, they could possibly get someone like a Banchero or someone like Chet Holmgren, which would be pretty nice for them. Because Isaiah Stewart's solid, but I don't know. We'll see, but yeah, and then we got the Cavs. It's gonna be a tough game, but we'll see. I'd like for us to at least win 2 of the next 3. That would be pretty sweet. I can live with 1 to 3. I mean, the Hawks and Cleveland's gonna be pretty tough games. Detroit could be, depends if we come out lackadaisical, but hopefully we win 2 of the next 3. In the dream world, we're winning 3 of the next 3. We'll see, though. We'll see. I don't want to jinx us, but the Detroit-Cleveland games, it is off a back-to-back. And almost this whole month is a back-to-back, man. You see these dates, 3/11, then 2 days later, 3/13, next day, 3/14, 2 days later, 16, 2 days later, 18. It's just crazy. Why does the NBA hate us with our scheduling, man? Anyways, though, just comment below what you think, what you thought of the game. I know I'm one night late on my review, but I just had some stuff I had to get around to. It's tax season. I got some paperwork to go through. You feel me? But yeah, I mean, comment below what you think, your analysis of the game, what you thought on the points I touched up on. But yeah, I mean, shout out to Reggie, Luke, Morris, the whole squad, everybody. Just keep hustling, you know what I mean? You guys are inspirational. But yeah, anyways, guys, love y'all. Clip Gang and Don't Bang signing out. Peace.